Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking another look here at Litecoin, kind of showing a couple of cool things here. First of all, how this cup and handle pattern came out to give us some massive profits here recently, and also to congratulate my community members for those massive profits. So take a quick look at this here. Well, first of all, we took ethereum 30%. That's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's 2.5 days for that. But Litecoin, look at this, 1.5 days at 78.5%. The trade's still open. We hit 4 out of 5 targets. So awesome stuff there. So congrats again to my community members, and also very well done. Majority of my members here too. Look at this here. We got nice little 10% XRP scalp from Sunny. And then look at this, 61% from Litecoin, 138% from Solana, and of course a previous Solana entry there as well with the previous target. So these are all the targets that we set in our trades, and the signals are working fantastic. So again, it's not the only reason to be a community member, but I can say that, well done, Mechanical Investor and everyone else, honestly, that took some of those healthy profits. If you do want to register, again, CryptoCache.tech is a site. Rates are going to adjust later this month, so I do recommend registering sooner than later just so you can lock in your rate. You are going to be grandfathered in. Everyone that's paying whatever you're paying, stick with that. You're all good. That'll never change. You're locked in. So again, thank you so much for being awesome community members. And what we're using too, we're also using, of course, the best exchange in the world. And I usually say country, but the world is actually true because Bitget is the best. They offer a $10,000 prize pool monthly. Their exchange is just dramatically better than most others. I went from Bybit to KuCoin to Bitget, and I can tell you it's my favorite. I'm not going back. You will need a VPN, of course, and I got you covered with 3 extra months free if you decide you want to use a 12-month plan. Of course, with ExpressVPN. Everything's all down below if you're interested. So here's the thing with Litecoin. I want to talk about the cup and handle and kind of how this this pattern works out very well for the win. We'll start with a higher time frame and work our way down first, but this is generally what it's supposed to look like when you have a cup and handle. So we take a look here. First of all, RSI a couple days ago when I opened the trade had just broken over 50 right in the center. So if you see here 50 on the RSI, this is a level that works as a resistance and or support. Okay, so it broke above previously, failed to hold above. That was the cup, and of course the handle retested that level. You retest that level multiple times, it's going to break. Therefore, 50 on the RSI was concurrent in a lot of ways with this support and resistance channel between 69 and $70 and a half, so 70.5. So this little range here, of course, is something that we want to pay attention to, or had paid attention to, and you can see this if you look previously. It had trouble getting past that level. Even though, yes, it broke above here, we still had trouble holding above 70. Okay, so that level there, $70 is a close approximate, is a strong resistance level previously. But as you can see, it retested that level multiple times. The more often, again, you test a level, the more likely it is to break. Okay, so we had that going for us. We also had a MACD convergence 2 days ago. Once again, that was 1.5 days ago, roughly 2 days. And you can see here that we are identifying this a couple days ago. And I made the video for Litecoin that day as well, kind of indicating why I was planning to take the signal. So just please reference that if you're curious as to why I took this trade. But generally speaking, this is essentially what it looks like. You got a nice MACD convergence. You've got a cup and handle pattern that was forming, it was retesting that same resistance level. And of course, you have a lot of volume at this point. Okay, so you take a look at the volume, even though it's hard to see right there. There's a tremendous amount of volume right here at this support level where the price bounced, and of course, right there at 70. Okay, so again, just little things that kind of add up to give you a supporting factors when you're going to go ahead and take a trade. So those things all complemented each other. Furthermore, as well, we can see here right where I took the trade, the price action was retesting $71 here, and then it comes back down to bounce off this previous support level. Okay, right there at about 69.35. Comes right back up. So while we didn't get filled in our second entry, I think we had 70 and 68. We still took some healthy profits up here, once again, in the 78% range. But taking a look at the RSI, we can see here, just kind of, all that aside, just say, minus cup and handle pattern, what's going to happen next? Well, we got to recognize that being up over 70 on the RSI on the 4-hour is potentially problematic. It can only sustain that level for so long. Therefore, the price action either has 2 choices. It can go sideways and potentially perform a somewhat of a pennant type of pattern, or it could do one of these and then break to the upside. That's common. Or it could consolidate and then decrease. I know it seems kind of redundant, right? The price could go up or down. That's basically how trading is. But there's things that are going to happen between now and then. First of all, RSI If it comes back down to 70, there's two things that could occur here. The price could either bounce off of 70 and continue higher, which is a common occurrence. Could very well bounce off of this $73 range and come up. Again, Fibonacci retracement levels are perfect for situations like these. So if it does retrace, I would say $73 might be an appropriate entry target with a second target right at 71. So 73, 71. And then of course, just say it doesn't do something like that. What it could also do here again is a type of pennant pattern where the price comes up and it consolidates here to retest that level as it bounces off 70. Okay, so you could get that bounce off 70 on the RSI from that. But the bottom line is that the price is going to want to contract and come back down because it's overextended for the moment. If we take a look at TD sequential, you can kind of see this here with a 9 on the 4 hour. That really implies that we're going to either see a turnaround or sideways action. The likelihood of a squeeze to the upside makes a lot less sense at this moment. I'm not saying you should short because I prefer to wait for long positions myself, but if you were to, you'd probably have slightly better odds of shorting right now based on it being overextension or extended versus a long because of the overextension, right? Because you never truly want to take a trade into an overextension, at least in the same direction, because the odds are against you, right? So you're basically gambling at that point because you're never truly going to win, right? So what, like the odds in the favor of blackjack is always like 45% where the house has 55. You're betting against the house if you try to take a long right now. Again, that's just what the 4 hour is telling us. There's no guarantees, but generally speaking, we're starting to lose our momentum on the MACD, and we can see, of course, RSI is overextended as well as TD sequential. So that's kind of what we're looking at here for Litecoin. Pretty decent daily, but the 4 hour could use some work. Okay, so the likelihood of a pullback to me makes a lot more sense. I don't think it's going to drop like a rock, but I do think 73 and or 70 will perform very well if the price were to come back down to either level. Okay, so it could see consolidation there. We could see another leg down. The likelihood of it coming lower than 71 is a low probability. Again, a lot of support here, a lot of volume support at this range. Once again, keep this in mind. The price had trouble passing that level. Therefore, it's going to have trouble passing it to the downside now, right? Previous resistance working as support. That's essentially what we're looking at. So let's take a quick look here at TD sequential on the hourly. We can see we came up to an 8. Now we're starting to see that pullback. That makes sense. So that's kind of standard stuff there. The cloud is also probably going to give us some pretty nice signs here, just like Solana did. Whereas we've got, you got a long position open, keep it open. And we've hit, 4 out of 5 targets for Litecoin. We've got 1 left to go. Why not hold it open? Again, we've taken like 90% of our total trade volume out of the equation here, right? We've taken profits and we just have a small position left open. So you want to try to remember that too. And those are things that I teach as well. When you're taking trades, make sure your first and second profit target consume a majority of the amount of your trade if you're going to be using multiple targets. So our first trade target is usually 65%. And then of course, it's one of those things where, it could also be what I think our second target would be an extra 15%. So we've already taken 80% of our trade after the first and second trade. Okay. Again, just some things to kind of think about there. Different strategies for different situations. It's not always like that, but right now in the bear market, you better take your profits and you better hold on to them. Needless to say, leave your long position open if you have it, because again, still have momentum to the upside. There's no reason the price is going to just drop like a rock. But again, it very well could here, and you could see a retest of this level right around 73, because you can see that consolidation point there for the cloud is right there at about 73.5. Okay, so good chance 73 should be the immediate bottom if the price were to pull back. All right, so all in all, looking pretty darn good here. I like what I see here from this coin. Really nothing to really be frustrated with, right? We took some healthy profits while we're sleeping. What else can you ask for? So again, fully automated trading bots are amazing. I absolutely love it. So thanks again to Cornix for just being, making my life a lot easier. And obviously thanks again to my community for just being fantastic parts of my life. So I look forward to working with you all, of course, if you decide you want to join. If not, that's cool too. Just make sure you lock in right again before the end of this month, because of course the rates will be changing near month end. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks again. Happy New Year to you as well. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.